the thing that they put out here. I'm going to go ahead and play that right quick. Here we go.
From NBC News, this is Today.
Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome in. And wow, can you imagine 40 years?
So we got everybody from the early 80s in the band to the brand new guys and everything in between. Let's get together. To this band. Thank you guys. We love you. Good night.
And wow, can you imagine 40 years?
40 years. 40 years.
And
Mr. Todd Donnelly.
And
Mr. Mars.
His buddy Mark Ward put that video together there. And,
that was fantastic.
We'll get to the bottom of the whole video clip here as we can. Let me see if I can get over here and go back over here. There we go. And let's see if we can get these guys in here. All right. How you guys doing this morning?
We're good.
Yeah, got the boys there with you, man. Welcome back to Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man. So I think it's really cool, this whole 40 years thing. Now, let's see here. So the video there that was put together, is that a buddy of yours that did that?
That's Mark Ward. He's very good at editing this. We went on today's show, but it looked like it.
Oh, man. We got some sound issues. I can barely hear you guys. Let's see.
Hang on.
There we go. All right. How about now?
Hello?
Yep, there we go. Yeah. So, Todd Donnelly, Mr. Myers Band, going all the way back to, I guess, high school, right?
Well, it was 81. It was my junior year of NIU. I came to NIU in DeKalb, Illinois to study steel drum.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. And now you got the kids playing with you?
Yeah, these guys, like I said, they're the next generation, and they know all of my stuff, but they actually have their own projects. And we can get into that. But I'm like, the ultimate, like, dad wish list came through because these guys are in the family business and they're carrying it on. So I'm way happy.
Yeah, there we go. Well, introduce us there to the boys there.
You what?
Yeah, I'm Dylan.
Good to meet you.
Mostly with the band, but I also do some of my own, like, guitar and songwriting and recording.
Yeah.
I'm Tyler. My main issue is going off this.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, very cool. It's nice to see the family business continuing on.
Yeah, so
it's a fun thing for me to come back from school, from college for the summers and just like that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's heading back in about 2 weeks. He goes up to Wisconsin to North University, so they start later. So I got him another week before I go back. So
well, good. I got the CD here. 40 years now. Is this all live? I haven't had a chance to listen to all of it.
That was a live show last fall. Thanksgiving weekend, we decided to do a live video and concert at a place called Dirty Nelly's in Palatine, which is one of our favorite clubs. We invited people, and we did there's actually going to be a 3-hour video of the whole thing, too, that's about to be released. We've got 2.5 hours worth of music, 28 songs. So it's a little crazy, but, we took a while to edit all that. And there's 11 originals, I think, and 16 covers. So lots of Mr. Myers stuff. It goes way back to the early days. We resurrected a lot of these old songs with help from synthesizer.
Yeah.
2 drum sets, and at the end we had 15 people on stage for Cecilia, like a We Are the World kind of now.
That's cool. So what part of the country are you guys in?
We're just west of Chicago, and we're actually in Genoa now, which is kind of between. It's just this side of Rockford, so it's a little ways out of the city. But we're out here in I came to NIU in '78 to study steel drums. It was the only college steel band in the country. So I'm originally from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. So my dad took me on cruises and took me to the islands, and so that's where the inspiration came from originally.
Yeah.
And, but he did.
Well, I've always called you the steel pan master. I mean, because I think that's always been your true love is the steel pans, right?
Well, I was a piano player since about 5 years old, and I was a percussionist starting like in middle school. But it all came together. Like I said, we used to go on these family cruises, and I first heard those, and I just like it was immediately fell in love. Like kind of like the song "These Old Hands," which I did as a tribute to my drums. But that, it's ever since then. I mean, these drums I'm playing now are 36 years old, and they're a little rusty, kind of like me, but they still work.
I hear you, man. Well, I tell you, there's nothing like a steel pan. There's a couple things really that I truly enjoy: a saxophone, piano, steel drums, of course. But I always, love Bob Seger's music because he can incorporate all that piano and saxophone and stuff into his music as well. And it's kind of rare sometimes to hear those saxophone solos like you used to hear a lot.
Yeah, I kind of have a jazz influence in what I do too, because I'm in bass solos too. I mean, these days, I let everybody on this project, especially, do like 10-minute songs because I let everybody solo. It was kind of like no filter, no holds barred, and it was meant to be just a big statement, a musical statement. So that's what we do with this one.
Yeah. So how many original members are still in? You still have the original members that's in the band now?
No, I'm actually the founding member, and I'm only the original member. Now, a guitar player came in '89, so if you do the math, he's 34 out of the Rich Falls is his name, kind of my right-hand guy. He's been with me, like I said, 34 years, and then a lot of the other guys are more like 20 years, 25 years. This lineup's been very stable, as they say, in 8 years.
Yeah.
You got some guys here that they send on at various times, but there were guys that came back in my horn section. I went to school with those guys, so I'm talking late 70s, and they came back to play. Kirk Lundbeck and Mark Baldwin were on trumpet. Let me give you the whole lineup, though, because I've got Rich Falls guitar, then I've got my drummer name is Greg Palma, saxophone and flute is Kevin Flanagan, and then my bass player is Wally Huston. And then, like I said, we had several guest artists come in that were alumni that came and played with us. We had Aaron Lewis on percussion. We had Skorsic on bass. Frank Shinaki came in from Texas, saxophone. Got some crazy stuff on there. And
yeah.
Michael Bragg, crazy drummer. Like I said, they all came out on stage at the end. It was really cool. We had this that's that back cover of the album there. You'll see.
Yeah, that's really cool. And you boys, now you got your own bands as well?
I do some playing up at school. I haven't really started doing my own gigs yet. Right now, I must have been to keep them pretty busy over the summers. But
sure.
I'm looking at doing my own stuff.
Well, I mean, I would think somebody says, "Hey, man, we're playing down at the pub Tuesday or Friday night. We'd love to have you set in." Next thing you know, 40 years goes by. I mean, it's
I know.
It's kind of like radio.
He was when he started Mr. Myers. He was talking about the junior year. That's the year I'm starting.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Well, the love of the music is, obviously you're born into it, and he's always been passionate. I was trying to go back through our SoundCloud clips all the way back to the Tiki Island radio days to figure out when was the first time that I had you on the radio, and it's been many years ago. I've always been a big fan of you, Todd, and I really enjoyed it when the kids started coming along and joining you. I know you did too. You could tell that you were sharing that passion with them.
Well, during the whole lockdown, we did this family thing downstairs here. We had like a bunch of Facebook Lives, and it really uplifted everybody, and it also was really good. We dealt as a band. I mean, and so we can do that power trio. I call it. We call it the Donnelly Boys, but
yeah.
But they're also part of the big lineup, so it's really cool.
Well, cool. I want to play one of the live versions off of the new CD, the Modern Day Pirate live single. Okay, So I'm going to put you guys back in the green room, and we'll come back to you after the song, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thanks, Dan.
All right, hang tight here. Here we go. Todd Donnelly and Mr. Myers Band and Modern Day Pirates, and this is the live off the new single, 40 Years.
Know someone who has a perfect life. She said through troubles with old Paris type. If you take a closer look, they all seem the same. Deep inside the hearts there burns some kind of inner flame. Seasoned by sunshine, powered by rum. Within the storms as they search for the sun. Held fast by trade winds as they love, sailing through the oceans to the treasures they have won. Modern day pirates are not what they seem. They're a whole lot like you and a whole lot like me. Modern day pirates, they all live so free, 'cause they're not afraid to follow their dreams. Under their darker star, they seem to be the best. 'Cause fortune smiles on those who make a blessing from a curse. And if one day you ask me if I would join the ranks, I would have to tell you that I wouldn't miss a chance. Seasoned by sunshine, powered by rum. Within the strokes as they search for the sun. Held fast by trade winds as they love. Sailing through the oceans to the treasures they have won. Modern day pirates are not what they seem. They're a whole lot like Al and a whole lot like me. Modern day pirates, they all live so free, 'cause they're not afraid to follow their dreams. Modern day pirates are not what they seem. They're a whole lot like you and a whole lot like me. Modern day pirates, they all live so free, 'cause they're not afraid to follow their dreams.
There you go. Modern Day Pirate.
I love that song.
I love that song, too. And man, there's so many instruments in that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, a lot of people on stage. I mean, it was our sound engineer. I should mention him too. His name is Steve Watkins. He did all of this stuff. We had to remix all these effects. I mean, he brought in a 40-channel mixer, and so we remixed everything. But it's studio quality. But he did this in his club, and so kudos to him. You know?
Right.
That's cool, man. I mean, how long did this project take to put together?
Well, I started thinking about it probably 2 years ago, just about the time everybody had to stay home, and then the bigger clubs, you know, they didn't open as fast, especially up here in Illinois. And so last year was the 40th year in 2021, and we didn't know. I talked to them, and it's like, let's see if we can open. And so sure enough, in the fall, we were able to do it. So then we decided Thanksgiving weekend, well, he's home, and everybody, you know, had their families home for the holidays. So we put together this event, and like I said, it came out so well. We had people came in from out of town, and we had friends and family there, and it was just a magical moment. We kind of captured lightning in a bottle, I think.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I mean, so 40 years, I mean, we just keep on going now, right? I mean, we're just going to celebrate. Now we're going to wait till we get to 50 years, right?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out. I think the next one we do is going to be at some exotic destination. We don't know. We did Live at Last 1, which is in a studio in Rockford. Live at Last 2 was at Blarney Island, which is a pretty cool place north of here. It's like you have to get there by boat, so it's it's an island. But that was Live at Last 2 way back in 2006, and then this is, like I said, so we'll see where Live at Last 4 takes us. Maybe we'll have to do a live in Key West with you or something.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to get you down to Key West. I'd love to get you. We talked yesterday that I'd love to get you down here in the Tiki Bar sometime or another and just hang out and have some fun with you. But, I mean, how would you really somebody was asking me yesterday what style of music is it that you call your music? What do you call it?
I started calling it Caribbean rock way back before the term truck rock and anything else. I mean, I'm talking like,
yeah.
When the band started, I didn't know what to call it. But, I mean, what do we got? We got jazz on one side. That album, you can't classify it.
Yeah.
We got the Police on there. We got rock. We got my stuff goes from
hardcore
like
reggae. We got some of the almost more like 80s-y kind of synth stuff now.
Right.
We got hardcore like the Calypso stuff, the Paul Simon, there's a couple of Paul Simon songs on there. And the funny thing too is the opening and the closing of that project. The songs we've never ever done, and we may not do so much, but kind of a one-time. I won't give it away, but the opening song is definitely a surprise and a lot of fun with these 80s sounds. And closing up, we did Paul Simon's So Crazy After All These Years, which was one of the ones we threw together. And I got jazzers in the band. But it goes from that to like the Police, rocking out, and Key West Cats went from a kind of a jazzy thing to like a blues rock, like all out thing. That one we wrote out of. He killed it on that one. So.
We get a lot of requests for Key West Cats. All right, a lot of people love that song, and I do too. It always makes me smile when it comes on.
Yeah, that was research, as they say.
That's right. That's right.
We're getting at one of them. I shouldn't say this. One of them ran into our room, and we fed him royally. So that may be where the whole thing comes from. But we have several cats of our own, so they kind of hang out in the studio. So at some point, I'll point a picture of our.
Yeah. Well, how many? You stay pretty busy still, right? I mean, how many gigs a month do you play?
It's up to like 20, 25 a month during the summer.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
These guys. I mean, we have 6 this week with Labor Day, but we pretty much have Mondays off. We've been going Tuesday through Sunday all summer. Now it does drop off. Right now after Labor Day, of course, it tails off and the festival season's over. But
of course, it's a good mix of stuff with like the full band, like Mr. Myers, and then the smaller stuff where we play the trio, or even sometimes just like solo shows with him, or I'll come along to do it with him.
Sure.
It's a good mixture for different kinds of venues.
So, as the Puppet song says, I must confess I could use some rest.
Yeah.
After next week, it kind of goes,
I know. I mean, there's no rest for the weary, for sure. I mean, it's just constantly moving. I mean, I'm the same way. Even if I have a little downtime, I'll see something that needs to be fixed or whatever, and I'll go fix it. I mean, but I think it's really cool what you guys have got going on, and I've always been a big fan of you and what you've always done, and you've always been a big supporter of me, all the way back to the Tiki Island Radio days, and really appreciate being able to call you a friend, Todd.
Absolutely, we're a great partnership, and what you've done for me doing well. It's all good.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm curious, as you guys went through the pandemic, or as we call it, BC now, before COVID, I mean, how did that, was you able to, I always describe this as it was the first time in our lifetime we were able to slow time down. You couldn't go here, there, and do all this other stuff, right? So Did you guys focus on music together during that time, or what did you do?
We started doing a lot of these. The kind of cool idea we came up with was to do a bunch of live stream basement concerts during that time.
Live, yeah.
So the three of us in our basement would basically every week.
Yeah.
Once or twice a week we would do one of these, just play songs together. And that's kind of how the family band side of it really got going during that 2020 kind of period.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler was instrumental in that too, because he's taking some of these songs and giving them a bit of more of an edge. Because if you've heard this guy play drums, it's cool. So yeah, we did. We took requests, kind of like you do, and we did. And people would actually have their big screen. They'd have us on. They couldn't go see us. It was actually a really cool way. And people kept saying thank you for doing this, for missing the band. And I try to do a lot of positive stuff always. And so I guess our theme was Three Little Birds. Everything's going to be all right. And,
yeah.
Still is our theme.
Well, we made it through, and man, I'm so glad to see this. And the CD, is it available now? Where can people get it at? Yeah,
now if you just go on www.mrmyers, it's all one word, MRMYERS.com. There's actually a mail order form if you want me to ship you one. I'll gladly do it. I might even be able to scribble on it. And I mean, also our Facebook page, under Mr. Myers Band, they're both on there, but also the we've got a bunch of. There's actually a YouTube channel for Mr. Myers if people want to check it out. Just look for us on there. And then I will say, Dylan's got. If you look under Dylan Donnelly, he's got a solo project. He's got some stuff that's on all the digital media, and he's got another album ready to go this fall. Just about.
Well, man,
I'm their manager. I'm not in the band, but I'm their Colonel Parker.
Well, when you get ready to release that, let me know, man. We'll bring you on and we'll talk about it and see if we can't get the word out there, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we've got some Mr. Myers merch also. Look at that.
Turn it over around.
Yeah, there we go.
The other side.
So there's our commercial. So also under the MrMyers.com, there's a spot called Shop or Store. I don't know, but there's we're wearing all the merch today.
Yeah.
So we got all the Mr. Myers stuff, and then the mugs. The drinkware is important, right? So.
Well, we always encourage people to buy the music directly from you guys, to help you out. And now that you've got the merchandise, I mean, you're like big time, man. I mean, you're like the big rock star. You always were,
But yeah, we're and this is, like I said, the next generation. So we have got a couple of projects in the hopper, so we'll keep you posted. But once I get done, the dust settles, I'm going to get back down here. This is our home studio.
Yeah.
And just start creating again. So it's coming. This winter's my hibernation, recording time. So keep on with me.
Yeah, it won't be long. Well, guys, I really appreciate you taking the time to come on the show this morning and share this. 40 years is an amazing thing. It kind of slipped up on me a little bit. I'm sure it did you. And when I saw that, I was like, man, we got to get Todd. I haven't had Todd on the show in a while. We need to get him back on the show and talk about this. But keep doing what you guys are doing. And when you guys get ready to release your solo ones there, let me know. We'll get you on the show, okay?
Thank you. You're always so good to us, you guys.
Thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun.
All right. We're going to let you guys fly, and we're going to leave everybody here with Key West Cats, okay? All right?
Thank you again.
All right, buddy.
Aloha.
Take it easy, brother. Aloha. Nicole Hall is out there. She says, aloha, Todd Donnelly. See you, brother.